Hey, this is Allie, and welcome to day 22 in my December daily album for 2019. You can see that I already had the 22 overlay there created, and that was part of my foundation pages and also part of the Product Play 3 workshop. So I'm not going to talk much about that, but I will talk about what I did to complete this page. You can see that I have a full page photo. Those are to the size of the page protector, and then that's of my mantle, and this is kind of the story of just getting ready. All of our kids came back on this day, and that was excitement. And I kind of wanted to play with this idea of circles, and what if I just added a few circles, like layered circles, where I took circles or punched circles out of varying textures and punched a hole in them so they could fit in there. And what does that look like? And you'll see what it looks like, and also end up adding in some journaling as well that goes along with this page. So I think kind of a fun way to play around. I don't always add just like single things in there. Sometimes I add tags, but this is something that you can do in a 6x8 album. You can do it in the 4x6. You can probably do it in the 3x8 too, of just taking some of either the circles that you have. They can be die cut circles. They can be ones that you punch out. They can be, again, a variety of different textures, and layering them on top of each other. And if you're going to go with the layering route, it's even more fun to have them be transparencies or vellum. And I also wanted to potentially add some embellishments on them. So that's kind of where I was starting. I was like, what can I do with this photo where I didn't necessarily want to add anything directly onto the photo, but I knew that I wanted to have a space from some journaling and doing a little bit of extra something in there. So I went back to my computer. I ended up doing a circle with journaling on the inside from Photoshop again. I believe that's a 3-inch circle punch that I used there. It's whatever the size of the larger circles are that were in the die cut pack. And I'm just adhering that to the back of the one with the little red crosses, X marks, whatever you want to call them, that were on the back there, and gluing those down back to back so that the holes match up, and then putting that into the album itself. It's kind of a fun way to make a tag that is a little bit different from some of the other tags that I've played with this time, but it's, having an interactive element that is within the album itself. I also went ahead and grabbed the Mary is something we make. I think it's we make. Maybe you make on this one. It was one of the journal cards from the main kit. It was a green one, and I'm going to punch it to a smaller size, I believe, than that hole or that circle, the other circle that I have right there. Magic is something we make. So that I have the journaling on the front side. So as you're flipping through there and you're kind of flipping through, then you see that one, but then you would also see the magic is something we make. And I thought about adhering it to right onto there, but then I went ahead and just punched another hole and had that, have that go right into the album itself. Now, again, as I said yesterday, my album is super full by this point. It's just over full. And this is the same size as the larger 6x8 album, the same binding size, but it's just definitely fuller feels fuller in this size as well. But I'm close to the end, close to finishing up the stories for this season, so that feels okay. But I really liked adding these in this way. Again, it's simple, right? It doesn't have to be super complex. We don't have to do full page of everything, especially if you are catching up in a later point in time and you just are wanting to get some stories told, right? You're wanting to get something into this album. You're wanting to have something in there. This is a great way to do it and play with a little bit more of the product that you have on hand. I did take one of the hearts there from the Paisley Press mini kit, added that in, and then I just have this fun little collection of circles to tell my story for day 22.